Imagine being 33 years old. Our life is pretty much over anyways. But since we did something incredibly bad last time, we're already in jail. And appropriately very naked. Now I know I'm supposed to pick between orange and striped right now, but I realize if I don't pick, I just stand here naked endlessly. And that's to nobody's benefit. We're gonna go with orange. And yeah, that looks pretty good. And that was our defining choice at 33 years of age. We very simply had to decide what we want to wear while in prison. But not while we're in the shower. We probably shouldn't wear that in the shower. I don't want to talk about what I just did. We're just gonna continue showering. It's not a very good shower anyway, so there's no winnable scenario here. 38. That means we should be nearing retirement. Or death. Judging by our surroundings, death is probably closer. Oh, speaking of which, he's here to give us our last rites. So we either help him or ignore him. I'm a little bit curious how he thinks we're going to help him considering we're incarcerated in a maximum security prison. Oh yeah, just go on and let him in. Perfectly acceptable. This is our chance to escape. Oh, never mind. This is just like a different part of the prison. Oh, we're helping him set up a church. I don't know. I've never been to prison. A stabbing tool. So now we're gonna get to choose who to stab. Yep. Very church-like. I cherished that moment for an entire year, plotting my way to stab someone. Or lockpick my way out. I don't know why it took me so long to be able to do this. I guess we have to take a year to learn how to lockpick. So for this, I just need to kind of balance it in the green zone for long enough, so I just gotta tap, tap, tap my way out of here. Me personally, I would have just stabbed the first person I saw. But this is probably a better plan to escape. But as like I always say, the less I think, the better I do. Probably mostly because my first instinct is to stab someone. We're just going to run straight out the door because there's only one gate in this prison and it can't hold the orange bandit. Well, I'm right-handed, so we're going to go left. That leads us outside at least, so that's a start. You think I might have decided all this and planned this out in the year I spent thinking about this. Conveniently though, there is a manhole, so we're probably just going to go ahead and jump straight in. Wildly dangerous, by the way, don't do that. Now we're going to go along creeping through the sewers. It appears we survived our impact. My life has taken a very strange turn to get here. But at least we should be free from prison, and then a convict, an escaped fugitive for the rest of our life. Once we left prison, we just kept running until we hit the desert. And even then, we just kept running. We don't know where we're going. We're just running. Until we come across a teepee with a fire, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Hi strangers, I'm definitely not an escaped convict. If you don't mind though, I will be taking one of your camels and probably stabbing at least 50% of you. Or I'm maybe just gonna have a nap in your tent. 39 was a wild year. The big 40. So we definitely need to accept that life is over now. But it looks like there's a few different routes we can take from here. As we emerge from our tent, we found some clothes that aren't so convict-y. So let's go home. I kinda wanna see what happens if we try and return home, considering we're a wanted fugitive. Okay, we got her on a plane somehow. Don't know how I managed to do that. Again, as a wanted fugitive, but we have an annoying kid sitting beside us and a strange lady behind us. Lady, I would mostly be concerned that the airline sat you away from your child. Okay, apparently we switched seats. I didn't want to sit next to the child anyway. Nah, we don't have a lot of room. I guess my life is probably over now. Oh, never mind, they moved me to business class because I'm a businessman. Well, that's right, you just complain enough and people will solve your problems for you. I think we made it home. I don't really remember where I live. It's been like 10 years since I've been home. Does anyone actually live here now? I feel like a lot's probably changed. Not to mention I probably aged like 45 years. It's hard being on the inside. Life is rough. Apparently something grabbed my attention. 2 people died. Did I have people in my house? Did I forget to feed my people while I was in jail? My parents? Yeah, well, I'm 40. Of course, they're not going to be alive anymore. They must be like 100. So we either go inside or run away. And like always, we're just going to run away from our problems, but also create more because I don't really know the point of running away. It's kind of like a child putting a blanket over his head. If you can't see the problem, it's not there anymore. 43. They grow up so fast. We finally decide to do something somewhat logical and check into a motel. We didn't go running into the desert. We didn't sleep in a teepee. So do we stay in a motel for an entire year? I hope my 43rd year goes that well. Comedians needed. I was mostly just hoping we'd blossom into a brilliant alcoholic. I guess being a comedian is the same thing. What did one boob say to the other boob? How are you? Aw, they're throwing stuff at me. It's not my fault I'm bad at comedy. My parents died because I forgot to feed them and I spent half my life in jail. Okay, you're my best friend. And that's the end of it. This is the highlight of my life so far. Making this joke in a bar for 2 people, that's it. What is the dumbest animal in the jungle? Polar bears don't live in the jungle, stupid. That one's obvious. No, never mind, they're throwing stuff at me. I feel like everything I do leads to me getting assaulted. Okay, so the dumbest animal in the jungle, obviously, is the polar bear, which loves that tropical climate. Alright, good night everyone. I had precisely enough jokes for every person there. 45. We're not going to have any divergence, but we still have to make the right choices. My hotel tried to charge me $10 for air conditioning. That's obviously not cool. Alright, I didn't get assaulted, and I have 5 people here to watch me now. We're going to be rich in no time. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. This is great. These people are morons. It's going to be easy to rise to the top. I'm going to be a big fish in a small pond. Wow, look at me go. Hope no one realizes I escaped from jail like a year ago. Why do cemeteries have fences? People are dying to get in. Okay, I'm starting to feel bad for putting you guys through this, but not bad enough to actually skip through it. What's blue and not heavy? Light blue. This is all this part of life. I like how it makes you live through like every individual year of your 40s. In the 30s, we just flew by. Mostly because we're in jail, but every year of the 40s, you gotta suffer through it. Just like in real life. And they let us back on the plane. Give me the bottle. We're a comedian now, so we have to drink everything we see. And it's time for my big show because I've made it. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna have a nap here on the floor for a while. I'm something of an artist though. That's kind of just what we do. Maybe just a glass this time. So this time I'll probably only be moderately drunk, not falling down, passing out drunk. And that went so well, it actually rewarded us with not having to listen to any more jokes. Oh, never mind. What do you call a sad strawberry? A blueberry. Why can't a nose be 12 inches? Because then it would be a foot. I'd rather be assaulted than tell any more jokes. Please don't make me tell any more jokes. Hello, miss. This is a private room, but I did get assaulted again, so I think we're doing something right. Yeah, everyone out. Good job, security. Right on the ball. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you be successful at 49 years old. So let's try 50. This guy's recognizing me, and I don't know if it's from jail or the comedy. And they want to hear more jokes. What do you call a calculator that works instantly? A calcu now. Wow, everyone's so impressed. Marriage involves 3 rings. Engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the supper ring. I'd really like to think I'm just going through a phase of my life at this point, but I'm 51 years old. At this point, the comedy thing is probably terminal. I thought it was some kind of fancy comedian big shot now. Why aren't I flying in business class? Well, there's only one choice. With all these jokes, we're gonna jump. This is for everyone's benefit, including mine. I mean, to be fair, yeah, planes just blow up out of nowhere. They lose their tail and the whole thing erupts. It's a little known fact. That's actually how airlines avoid giving refunds. But now we're getting somewhere. We're gonna retire in a tropical beach. I think those are my parents. I don't know why I'm suddenly remembering them. But to make matters worse, we're sleeping in a pile of plants that are unidentified. And we've collapsed into the woods. We're climbing for coconuts. We're full of all sorts of bright ideas. We're now crying in the water. 50% of this guy's life is crying. The other half is telling bad comedy. Instead of asking these people for help, let's assume they don't speak English and just kind of spy on them from a distance. So after all that hard work, we're back to sleeping on a pile of plants. So the right move is asking people for help. This guy's been crying for help his entire life and no one listened. So why would they start now? Oh, okay, they actually will help. We have a barrel full of meat. So this is how they entertain themselves. Don't mind me, I'm just watching you from a distance again. Couldn't possibly be how I ended up in jail the first time. But you know what, let's join the training. Let's see how bad we can embarrass ourselves. Our man obviously is a lean, mean athlete. He's once again assaulted. But we do this enough and we'll be able to actually fight back. Or to straight up assault other people. Either way, we're gonna have a good time. After 1 year, we're able to single-handedly kill a wolf with our bare hands and look good doing it. I don't know why that time it told us 1 year later sort of thing. Okay, we've got 2 choices here. The one on the left dead ends almost immediately. The one on the right keeps going. Are they waving goodbye to me? Oh, we can stay here or we can leave. I'm thinking that staying here means you live happily ever after. That's why the choices are very short. So we're gonna leave. We don't need a boat. We've been living here for a year. We can obviously swim forever. Or at least far enough to reach civilization, which you can clearly see in the distance. Sharks. Sharks aren't a problem anymore. We're gonna ride that thing to freedom. See, he ignores me anyway. And we end up on a boat no matter what we do. Hi guys, don't mind me. Just been living on a deserted island for the past few years. Something's happening. We're aging. Wow. 57 really hits hard. We definitely need to be working more on our alcoholism and probably moving into a trailer. We basically didn't age at all for 25 years. Then overnight, we suddenly look like this. Where did the boat drop us off? In the middle of nowhere? It was supposed to save us, not leave us more stranded. I just picked randomly and I think I found ghosts. Colorful ghosts though. I think they're probably like popsicles. Each one's got its own flavor, but we'll explore that in a bit. I'm probably a little bit too tired for putting ghosts in my mouth. I'm not entirely sure what's happening, but I seem to have crawled away from the popsicles. Oh, right, the big 60. But we look like this, so we've clearly already given up on life. Oh, I'm going to become Santa Claus. That's where this is all leading. I see it now. Subtle. So we're also going to start gambling because that can only improve our life at this point. Can't really get much worse, and I don't know how I made it to casino. A second ago we were in a jungle dealing with ghosts, so we're going all in. Luck is on my side, obviously. Why don't you just fold and make it easier for both of us? Lady, if you've seen the last 60 years of my life, you know that the easy way is not the choice for me. Alright, she calls, so let's see who the big winner is. Alright, so I'm celebrating because I've got 2 aces. She has an ace king, so I think we win if I just read that correctly. Or she maybe won, because I didn't read that correctly. Okay, I guess we're gonna do it again, because when you can't win, you just keep trying. Oh, a mini game? I don't want to actually do stuff. Wait, what? What am I supposed to do here? Oh, I'm leaning over to look. Right, we see what she's got, which was a... I can't actually see, the screen's too far away. Well, we can just guess this anyway, this will be fine. Oh, we're supposed to sit in the green zone. I get it. Okay, so we obviously naturally know what to do because we looked at her cards and we're throwing a single chip on the table. Well, my idiot's obviously very excited. I don't even know what just happened there. I assume we won, which matters a lot to this guy, but I guess it has to when you don't have hair. We're already rich thanks to my lucrative stand-up career, but then we lost our hair, so we need to make up for that. How are we doing today? Well, I'm pretty bald. So I just went over your MRI scans, and it looks like you have colon cancer. You have about 2 minutes left to live. Wow, that's surprisingly accurate. Still lasted longer than my parents did. Oh, is this it? We're like reverse aging. We're de-aging. I'm gonna Benjamin Button this. Right. I'm sure we had more years left to go, though. So do we have to survive as a toddler now in the void? I mean, I guess it's better to be this than an old guy. Hi there. Sorry I must have startled you. You're still startling me. Who are you? Well, I guess humans refer to me as God, but I'm not a big fan of labels. I'm not a big fan of you. You look like a toddler decorated a pickle after a bottle of whiskey. Are we supposed to jump in here? Yeah, give him a push. There it is. Because the white place wasn't good enough for us, we're going deep. And that's it for us. We made it to 62 years old. Our net worth was $53,000 because we were a comedian, which, as far as comedians go, is probably the most successful ever. And we only spent 6 years in prison. That's not bad. Okay, but say we make one singular different choice throughout our life. Okay, never mind. We're an entirely different baby in an entirely different situation. We're born into a dumpster where we'll remain for the rest of our life. I mean, there's worse fates. We could have been a comedian. Okay, we found our adoptive parents. Let's do this. At year 1, we found our parents. At year 2, we get to race along Rainbow Road. This was in fact the inspiration for Mario Kart. We can either get distracted by the bear or keep going, and we're going to keep going. We're not going to let anything distract us in this life. We're going to win this race. These are the humble beginnings that lead us to Olympic gold. I don't know if we're allowed to pit maneuver another child, but that would be my goal. It all comes down to the final stretch, and that kid's on performance enhancing drugs. And apparently that wasn't good enough. We actually have to win. So this time we're going to ignore the bear, but then we're going to play with the car because cars go fast and we need to go fast. So obviously this is going to make a difference for us. Yes, so we go chasing it straight to the finish line. Number 1, and that makes you first loser. That means we get to level up from toddler into moron. We get to make an important choice here. It's lunchtime. Do we stare at this poor guy or do we watch the other people? I don't know. This guy's sadness is making me sad. Let's join the group. Nobody likes a moper, Steve. Surely the kids that look like bullies are going to be a better choice. I like how this early on in life we get to skip through 2 years at a time. But we need to learn our most important skills. Why am I tiny? I'm like 6 inches tall. But we're going to learn basketball. We're going to be an Olympic basketball player. That's my future. Because my adopted dad obviously has the genetics for that. Boy, he can even freeze himself straight in the middle of his dunk. Look at him go. I like how we're just watching. He's doing all these cool tricks and we just watch. Oh, now it's my shot. Pressure's on. I feel like this isn't really a divergent... We were close though, weren't we? It's not really a choice here anyway. It doesn't really matter what we do. Oh, unless it's going to force us to actually do this until we make it. Oh, that was close. Oh, I think we did it anyway. And that's good because this poor girl is going to have to settle for close her entire life. Oh good, this sandwich has maggots in it. Better call 911. That's clearly an emergency. Guys, I don't mean to waste your time with this, but my sandwich is old. Oh, the cops are showing up. Oh, the whole SWAT team's showing up. That sandwich has no idea what it did. Oh, come on. You shot me last time I did the whole SWAT team thing. Hanging out amongst the bugs like any good 9-year-old. We're going to catch butterflies. That sounds rather harmless. Unless the bushes start wiggling. Probably... Oh, a big butterfly. Oh, it's coming to get us now. Let that be a lesson to all you kids out there. Leave the butterflies alone. We're going to wander around instead, because wandering around a strange place is obviously more safe than catching simple butterflies. I don't mean to alarm anyone, but But this is the second time we're doing year 9. A testament to the fact that this girl hasn't learned to count yet. But we're gonna get the finest education possible in this Aztec pyramid. Especially after we loot this golden idol. Oh, something's happening now. I wonder if it's the giant butterfly out to murder us again. Do we want fortune or enlightenment? Well, we don't want enlightenment. This girl has to be miserable. Yay, look at all that money that dropped on her head. Gold is actually very heavy. But that's definitely gonna leave us without the opportunity to Scrooge McDuck our pool. Okay, I guess I'll take enlightenment, but we're gonna see exactly what effect that has on our life. Using that enlightenment, we're going to level up once again. I mostly just got longer legs. I'm still just as dumb. But year 11 is an important choice, as it is for everyone. We need to either laugh at her or help her out. Let's help her out, and then we can exploit her intelligence for our own benefit. So, since I helped you out, would you mind doing my homework for me? Another important choice to be made. And like many of them, it involves basketball. Pretty sure this is the kid I ignored before because he looked sad. So we're gonna mess him up. He's never gonna forget this beatdown. Yeah, I learned how to play when I was like 2 years old. I could sink a basket before you were even born. What's that? A cat? I'm using the term cat very loosely here. Oh, you can't give me a choice like that because it's not really a choice. I don't actually have any food on me. Kicking is obviously the obvious choice. A cat with a hammer. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll feed it. Don't know how that makes sense, but whatever. Oh, and it turned into a different kind of cat. Well, this one gonna feed me now? Wow, that waffle fed me for an entire year. I'm sure glad that happened. What do you want exactly? I'm sorry to break it to you, but I'm a little bit busy, and I won't ever date someone who's not as good at me at basketball. Yeah, we're gonna go for a hug there, sport. You can't beat me at basketball, so you're getting friend-zoned hard. This one seems to be another important choice. Wanna hang out tomorrow? No, I always pick the wrong choice. Okay, so we're gonna hang out tomorrow now. Either the mall or the amusement park. Well, this guy isn't exciting, so we're gonna go to the amusement park. That was it. That was the big choice. Hopefully something breaks down and someone gets brutally decapitated, but we'll see. One can only hope so much. And at least I'll have something exciting to play with. Yay, that one looks like fun. Please don't throw up on me. Then we got to go on a roller coaster. We haven't ended up in jail yet, but at least we haven't started doing comedy again. Wow, I'm impressed. Ismarin actually managed to graduate, and it was literally that simple. Are we back at the prison? Were we incarnated as this person? We'll just assume we were. That way we're familiar with the pool, not the prison. And I don't know if this is the same kid or not, but he's trying to kiss me, so we're gonna go ahead and refuse that by punching him in the solar plex and watching him drown. I feel like every choice I make usually leads to people dying, or just being assaulted at the very least. We've leveled up again, our hair got longer, and our basketball hoops got smaller. Oh, there's a stuck baby bear. We should definitely go near that. Or better yet, let's sell it for money. That sounds like a good idea. Throw this thing up on eBay. Gonna get bids in no time. Yeah, thank you, sir. Enjoy your bear. Yeah, might want to watch out for the mother though. He's pretty mad about it. She's probably been wondering where it's been for the past week and a half. But that's not my problem though. My life could go on. You know what? No, I refuse to help the bear. It's gonna stay stuck under the garbage forever.